Hi everyone, my name is Mr. GG, and well, welcome to another video of what if Deku was one of the Four Horsemen. This is episode 5. Now, what we're doing today, I had it planned out in my head, I've forgotten it, so it's gonna roll off my tongue. And that's my second coffee today, and it's only 10:17. Been up since 6 AM, which is early for me. Actually, anything up past a PM is pretty early for me. I don't sleep very well. Anyway, where we last left off, All For One just had his battle, and our Four just captured a hero, and Izuku just showed off what he could do to someone. Basically, awing and making All For One and Tomura scared shitless of how much power these little kids have. Now, it's been about 2 or 3 months now, and well, Izuku has gotten a bit of a name for himself. So do the other 3. They've been announced as, well, the Four Horsemen. Pretty known in the underground. Known for assassinations, kills, and cover-ups. Now, heroes are scared of these 4. Because they don't know what they look like. They always end up having something change about them. Zuko always having his face covered with that bone mask he has that he can create and put on at any point. Emma having her pink hair, but when she's doing stuff it can change colour to the point where whenever she likes. Sonya always hearing in the back, but always having her face covered with a helmet of some kind. And War, though he doesn't have his face covered, no one can really see his face besides his white eyes. White eyes, and that's it. Which doesn't go on a lot. But they always end up finding either someone starved to death, someone immediately turning into dust, or turning into a skeleton. And they've done this in strategic spots. And then you've got mutilated bodies everywhere. As the police do get a few glimpses of these 4, but they're always covered. Their faces are always covered. War always wearing some kind of hood. Death always got his face mask on, but he never shows it. Though he never wears a t-shirt when he's doing stuff. Emma and Sonya either end up covering their faces with helmets, or they just never show their faces. Anyway now, All Might's caught wind of this, and he's wondering if All For One is looking for these kids as well, to take their quirks. Because they've been announced as the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Basically meaning that if he gets that power, he can cause death and destruction on a mass scale. Which he can't. But anyway. I'm gonna stop playing with my pencils. I want to get back in the drawing, but I won't. do it right now. Cops have tried coming in contact with these four. The ones that do end up dead. All the ones that end up finding a little evidence on them, and that evidence been destroyed, and the cop's dead. Or detective. Or hero. And certain villains as well. Now, it's been roughly about 3 years now, and this is when the League of Villains has been formed. One for All wants, well, there to be 5 leaders and one big boss. The 5 leaders will be Tomura Shigaraki, Izuku, well, it's not Izuku Midori in this. I guess I'll give all of them the last name Shigaraki. No, I don't really work out for it. No. Anyway, the 5 leaders, Tomura Shigaraki, Izuku, Emma, Sonya, and Jack. Now, people have heard of the Four Horsemen and the League of Villains. I'm gonna say they're a lot stronger and have more numbers on them because people want to follow the Four Horsemen and it's Tomura Shigaraki. No, I take that back. I want them to be 4 leaders, so it'll be the Four Horsemen and the second in command, basically running the League of Villains when they're not. I would have them be like shadow leaders, I guess, in a way. And the one running it all the time would be Shigaraki. But he will get his plans and that from them. Anyway, and the ones they follow, I guess, would be All for One, for the time being. But anyway. The League of Villains has caught wind of someone looking. The heroes have caught wind of a certain league looking for villains. Now, a lot of the heroes are trying to find out where this league is, but having no avail. Every time they come close, the person who found this, well, I guess, info ends up dead the next day or that very night. Now the cops are getting worried and very pissed. So they just think villains have caught wind of these people, so that's it. That's what they're leaving it at. They must have caught wind and probably killed these heroes and investigators. They're not wrong completely, but it's not just random villains. It's our lovely little fool. Now, during this time, I remember, I think it was a 2-year time skip, so they're 12 now. As Emma and Sonya have been talking a lot more. They've come to the realization that they both like the boys. Sonya liking Jack, and Emma liking Izu. Which kind of makes sense in my head. But anyway. If someone kind of figure that out, cool. But yeah, anyway, sorry for the pause. Yeah. Sonya and Emma have been talking a lot more, and found that they both like the boys. And the boys have caught wind, do know this. They're not stupid, but they just play dumb. Them just saying, they'll come to us when the time's ready. As Izuku agrees, saying, yes, quite, Jack. Strange, we can't really call each other brother or sister anymore. Because I'm gonna say that that's what they've been doing. It's just a term for them. As I'm gonna say, Shigaraki asks, saying, are you guys blood related? Or, as Izuku says, what? Why? As Tomura asks, because you always say brother and sister. And Izuku gets the picture, like, oh, no, it's a term we speak to each other. Considering we was being born around the same time, every so billion years, to cleanse the earth, I guess. But yeah, anyway. They're not clearing things up. Izuku also just saying, so in other words, if we were to have children, which I'm saying they can, but they mostly don't because most of the time they're fighting a war. Anyway, he gives the explanation and everything. Tomura not getting it, but getting it away, I guess. But yeah. As Tomura sees them as family, but anyway, All For One has sent these four out on a mission to gather information on some hero kids. Some kids that he's caught wind of going to UA. Now, they don't go to school. They don't need to. They're incredibly smart, but I guess All For One would send them to school just for coverage. For being in cover, I guess. No, I don't really see that happening. Anyway, that happens. They're out looking for potential villains, or hero kids they can turn into villains. And one said person is, well, this said villain, not doing much lit, is Dabi, Toga, and that's that for now. As Conquest says, well, looking at Dabi, because I'm going to say that they find Dabi first. They find Dabi first, and they begin to talk. Just said Dabi. As Dabi, well, hasn't run away yet. And I'm going with the theory that Dabi is Toya Todoroki. which kind of makes sense a lot to me. As they run into Toya Todoroki out in the streets one day, with Toya just hanging underneath a bridge. People walking by but not really giving flying fuck. As this kid's been there for a while, just sitting there trying to clear his head. As these four walk up to him and sit down next to him a bit surprised, saying, "This isn't a place for kids." They say, "We know who you are, Toya Todoroki." Him trying not to freak out right now. And in his head, him just saying, "How do these kids know who I am?" I'm guessing it might be because of my father. As he says, "Do you know me because of my father?" As Izu says, yes and no. See, the thing is, our boss, as Izuku says it, has a keen interest in your quirk, Toya Todoroki. As he says, Freemason. Very disastrous quirk, actually. As Toya wants to say something, but Izuku cuts him off, saying, "Not here, to open into the space. Meet us," as he gives a random address which leads to a warehouse. They say meet us there in about 2 to 3 days. As that happens, they head off to go find Toga Hakakore. As they run to a girl basically drinking blood and turning into someone. Now, this catches the interest of Jack and Izuku, saying, "What does that remind of someone, Jack?" Now, this person reminds them of someone from their past. An ignorant cockhead. An ignorant god. I'm not going to say who this god is because they're not that important. And I haven't picked out a name yet. I'll pick one out like another day or something. But anyway, save you me clicking stuff. I'm doing stuff. As they meet Toga Hakakore, she feels someone watching her. Well, feels people watching her. Her immediately turning around and there being no one. This catches her by surprise, and her just thinking it's just her imagination. Now, what she looks like, she's in a high school outfit, I guess. No, because in the anime she's a high school student. Anyway, so she's in a middle school outfit. Yeah. Anyway, if that happens, she feels someone glaring at her, watching her. She doesn't know how to feel like by it. But anyway, she continues on about her day till she stops and turns around and says, in an alleyway, "I know you're there. I can feel you watching me. I can tell when someone's watching me. And I can tell you are watching me." As these four hop out of the shadows, they're literally following her from the shadows, quite literally. As Izuku says, "You have a very interesting quirk." reminds me of someone from our past. And she says, oh, was this person a good one? And Suzuki says, fuck no, this was an ignorant god. And she's taken back by this, saying, hold on, a god? You know gods aren't real. As Suzuki says, well, they are, but in your world, apparently yours have left. Which is very interesting to me. Well, to us, shall I say. Since there's no gods, we've actually got free will. For once. It's been a long time since we've had free will. But anyway, that's a story for another day. Toga, Hakakore. They're saying, how do you know my name? And Suzuki says, oh, we got a lot about you. Quirk. Mimic. You can mimic someone, memories and all, by drinking their blood. She says, how did you... As he says, do not need to fear, we're not here to hurt you. As long as you don't hurt us, at least. As you see, my name is Zuku, and well, I don't really have a last name, it's just Zuku. I guess the police have started calling us by our actual names. War, as Jack puts his hand up. Famine, this is when Emma puts her hand up. Conquest, this is when Sonia puts her hand up. And I, Death. And she immediately fangirls, saying, oh my god, yous are the Four Horsemen of Apocalypse. You're real? And Suzuki says, as real as daylight. She says, so hang on, question, what are your quirks? Suzuki giggles at that, saying, we don't really have quirks. You see, we're from another world. A world where it's been governed by God, Satan, God forbid him, and people called the Balancers. They are the ones that, well, tell us when to reset the world. She asks, what does that mean? He just says, well, kill it. Kill the world, basically. We have not had free will in about an set amount of years here. So I'm not about to come up with how long. But anyway, I digress. She is very intrigued, especially in Izuku, considering he's just death. As he says, well, I'm death, I guess. I'm not the reincarnation or anything. I am quite literally just death. I touch someone, and depending on how I want them to die, they die a certain way. Most of the time I just turn them into a skeleton, because I'm draining their life force, but, you know. Simple ways are best. Simple ways are best. But anyway, as they begin talking to Koga, Akakore, they say meet us at said warehouse where the Toya Todoroki will be meeting them as well. Now, it's been 2 weeks, and wait, did I say 2 weeks or a couple days? I think it was a couple days. And well, at this point, Toya has run away from home, not bringing Todoroki with them yet. No, I'm gonna say Endeavor tried killing Toya in this. Yeah, let's go with that. As well, he ends up surviving. And gets patched up enough to get through said warehouse. As he meets all of them again. As, well, Izuku says, huh, looks like I can control death in this world as well. That's interesting. I guess I can tell when someone's gonna control if someone wants to die or not. Toya says, what do you mean? Ah, yes. Sorry about that. Your father, his goal was to kill you. Well, made it look like you died. But in all reality, you were just very badly burned. As you can tell by the scars left on your face. And arms. And everything else. It's quite a shame to see a father do that to one of his kids. As the next line he says, do you want revenge, young Toya Todoroki? As he says, yes. They, well, grin at that sadistically. Say, very good. So when the doors open again, this is when, well, Toga Hakakori comes in. She immediately sees Toya Todoroki, and Toya has gotten ready with his blue flames, his cremation. As Izuku says, do not worry, she is also here for the same reason you are, young Toya. As he says, what, revenge? As Jack says, not quite, but close enough. She's basically been ridiculed due to her quirk. As he says, what's her quirk? This is when Emma says, her quirk's a blood one. As he immediately gets the picture saying, ah, okay. Now, why isn't she in the prison? Well, because I don't want her to be. Simple as that. But anyway, I'm end this video here for now. I'll create another one later. You get 4 videos today. As long as I keep that in mind. But yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.